Hi, everyone. We're just going to give people a few minutes to filter on in. Thanks for joining us today. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Diane. Hi, Gail. Alrighty. I think we'll go ahead and get started. So hello, everyone, and welcome to Technology Tuesdays. My name is Lydia Nemke, and today we're going to be focusing on TikTok as a part of Social Media September. Now, there's no need to take any extensive notes, as I'll be sending out a follow-up email on Thursday with a link to the recording of today's presentation. Your mics are muted and your cameras are turned off by default, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them down into that Q&A. With us today, as always, in the background, we have Beth Gabriel.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm excited to hear about TikTok. Drop those questions in the Q&A throughout, and I will read them to you.
Thanks, Beth. So let's jump in. And today we have a couple of main concepts we're going to be going over. First, we're going to be talking about what TikTok actually is. TikTok is the newest social media platform we will have discussed in all of social media September. And this one has really only been prevalent among a wide range of age groups, I would say for the past year or two, right? I got a TikTok account in March of 2020, and we know what was going on then. So it's really risen in popularity in the last 18 months, 2 years or so. So I feel like it's important to let you all know what it's for, what it's about, kind of its key differentiators, right? Then we're going to talk about actually using TikTok as a viewer and how to interact with the content you're going to find there. And then finally, we'll talk about creating TikToks, how you can create your own content to share with the people that follow you. All right, so TikTok is a social media platform that is comprised of a variety of short form videos from genres like dance, comedy, education, the widest range of subject matter you can imagine. And generally, they are up to 3 minutes long. And that's the maximum. They're oftentimes much shorter. The mobile app allows users to create these short videos, which often have music in the background and can be sped up, slowed down, or edited with effects and filters. So that's what it is at the base level. There are only a couple of common terms that are unique to TikTok that I wanted to mention just so everyone could kind of know what I'm referring to. So a TikTok can either refer to the platform itself, right? We're doing a Tech Tuesdays on TikTok, or it can be a single video on the platform, which is kind of a big difference because there aren't Facebooks on Facebook. There are posts on Instagram. We don't call them Instagrams. We call them Instagram posts, right? But there are TikToks on TikTok. So be aware of that. Now, fill in the blank talk. This is a nickname that people give to subject-specific content areas within the TikTok platform. So for example, plant talk or book talk or tech talk, library talk. Those are all specific subject areas of things to do with plants or libraries or so on and so forth. And then FYP stands for the For You page, which is where your customized content will live. So, speaking of customized content, this is really one of the big key differentiators, is what you're going to find on your For You page. The For You page is a feed of videos that are recommended to users based on their activity on the app. Content is aggregated by TikTok's artificial intelligence or algorithm, whatever you want to call it, depending on the content a user has liked, interacted with, or searched previously. Users can choose to kind of give input to this algorithm by favoriting or saying they're not interested in videos or liking videos. And TikTok finds videos that are similar to the user's enjoyed content or dissimilar from the content a user did not enjoy to kind of create a very customized experience. And this is another thing that's specific to TikTok, especially in compared to the other social media platforms we've gone over this month. You don't necessarily have 100% control over what appears on your For You page. Users can customize things, so it's likely to be something they're interested in. However, a lot of what appears is based on the TikTok algorithm. Now, because of this, here's my disclaimer for our demonstrations today. I am 100% not in control of what may appear. I pretty well know what my friends on Facebook and the people I follow on Instagram are going to put on, to show up on my feeds. But I have no idea. So if there's anything you find offensive, I do apologize. There's probably going to be some sassy language. I will try and, preemptively get in front of that and not, have that here if I can, but I do apologize in advance, and this is my disclaimer for that. So to give you an example of how customized content kind of works, these little emojis here represent me and my husband, right? We're pretty similar people. Obviously, we're married. We have the same political views. We are both, young people working without kids, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously, but on my FYP, I see a lot of puppies and kittens and cute kids and foods and videos about being a young professional in America. My husband, Charlie, also sees puppies and kittens because we both have pets and like pets, cute kids, food, and things about being a young professional in America. But that's really where our FYPs diverge, right? I have a lot of people of color on my TikTok. I have a lot of queer people on my TikTok. I am firmly in book talk and plant talk. I have a lot of TikToks on my FYP about Black hair care and fashion and working in the library, whereas my husband is probably never going to see anything from any of those categories unless they fit into some other category that he's interested in. He sees a lot of things about video games and technology and collectible cards and cars and slapstick comedy where skateboarders are hurting themselves. I don't see anything bordering on those categories because that's not what I'm interested in. So they have some similarities and some differences, but it's truly customized to what you show yourself to be interested in to TikTok. Sounds. Okay, so TikTokers, which is a name for TikTok users, people who use TikTok often lip sync to or otherwise include pre-recorded sounds from songs and other media formats like television shows and movies to create unique content. So the sound is kind of a separate piece from the video, and they combine to make the TikTok. And you can just use sounds in the background, more like a soundtrack, or the sound can be like the main point of the video. It all depends on what you're going for. Because at its core, it's really a creative venue for getting as creative as you want to be. All right, so I'm gonna turn off my video and we're gonna move on to talking about actually using TikTok. Now, unlike almost all of the other apps and social media platforms we've talked about, you don't actually need a TikTok account to get started using it. If you're just wanting to scroll through the videos, you can do that without even creating an account, but you do need an account to do things like videos and save your favorites and have that really customized experience on your For You page. Um, I'm also specifically going to be talking about the TikTok mobile application. There is a web version, and I honestly didn't know it existed until I just, searched for it today. I've never used it, so I can't really speak to its efficacy or how interaction works on it. But if you'd prefer to do your internet browsing and your social media networking type of stuff on a computer, that is available for you to know, but I can't necessarily help you use it. All right, so when you log into TikTok, the homepage is the first screen you're gonna see. And it will just automatically start playing. This is your kind of home base, your neutral stance. This is where you're gonna be as you're scrolling through your For You page. So we're gonna start off just by going through these menu options down at the bottom of the screen here. So under the search icon is where we can search for users, sounds, videos, things of that nature, and search for subjects we're interested in. And scrolling further down the page is where you can see things that are trending, sounds, hashtags, things of that nature. We will talk about the create or add new button in a bit later in the presentation, but moving on to the inbox, this is where you're going to see all your activity and notifications. If you want to see a specific part of your activity, like if you just wanted to see all your comments, you can select that option and see it there. And this is also where you're going to access your DMs, your direct messages, right? Moving on to our profile. This is a pretty typical social media profile, right? It kind of is reminiscent of our Instagram profile as well. We have our profile picture, the people who we are following, and the people who follow us. We have an option to edit our profile, to change this picture or this bio down here. And here we have our favorites, which looks like a little bookmark. So kind of easy to remember that one. And down below, we have a feed of all the videos we have created on TikTok. Up here is also your menu where you can choose your privacy settings, edit your username, things like that. And then going over, you will also see all of the videos you have liked. My likes are private right now, and that's why you see the, circle with a cross through it. If you can see that little icon there, that just means anyone who's following me or comes across my profile can't see the videos I've liked. And you can make them public if you choose to. And this little lock has private videos that I've posted. So, like I've mentioned, TikTok is one of the more simple social media apps to use. Once you create an account, you'll be taken straight into your For You page where you can start scrolling through videos and customizing your content by liking things you're interested in that you find entertaining or would like to see more of. Even the simple act of scrolling gives TikTok data to know that, either you're not interested in a video or you are interested in a video. If you watch a video about, um, you know, gardening that's 60 seconds and you watch it 5 times because you're so interested in, what the person is saying and you're getting new information each time you watch it, it's gonna get from that you are interested in gardening. Even if you don't like the video or favorite it or follow that creator, it's going to get some of that information about you. By that same token, if you get 5 seconds into a video before you scroll to the next one, it's going to get that you don't like that sort of content, even if you don't necessarily click not interested. You can follow users whose content you are interested in seeing more of. And that moves these creators' videos into your following section. And this is where you'll get the most customized content. This is an area that is more akin to your news feed on Facebook or your feed on Instagram. By that same token, as always, we can unfollow people we are no longer interested in seeing their content. And you'll do this just by clicking on their profile picture on any TikTok of theirs and clicking to unfollow in their profile. If you are not interested in a video, and we'll go through all of this in the demonstration. If you're not interested in a video, you can click the share button and label yourself as not interested. And the final great way to customize content is to search for topics you're interested in. Use that search icon we saw on a previous slide and insert a search term. And you can easily scroll through the videos that either have that term as a hashtag or have that phrase in the description. I got into, plants earlier this summer, and I absolutely searched for house plants and, repotting and soil mix and all those sorts of different kinds of things in TikTok, and scrolled through all these videos, followed some creators so that TikTok would show me more content around houseplants so I could, become a better plant mom. If you use all of these tools or even a couple of them, your For You page will become even more customized. Now for sharing. Sharing TikToks with people who you think might enjoy them is at least half the fun of being on TikTok, in my opinion. I
Yes, it is.
constantly, exactly, Beth knows. I constantly have exchanges going with my sisters, some of my work friends, my husband, like all day long. And yeah, it's pretty hilarious, even some of the things they respond with. So you are definitely gonna wanna, share things with people who you think might enjoy them, right? You can send it to other folks on TikTok in the top option up here. You can share it through a text or copy the link and post it into an email, even if you want. You can also share it on so many other social media sites as a Facebook post or an Instagram post, even an Instagram story. So that is going to be, an area you might use pretty frequently. Even if you're not interested in creating your own content, you can still share things. And this is also where you'll go to start making a duet or stitching a video. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in the creating portion, but that is where the duet and stitch buttons live. So trends. Trends are pretty much doing your own version of something that's popular on TikTok right now. Trends can originate from a variety of sources, right? They can be from sounds, dances, transitions, effects, pretty much anything. If you have found a song or an effect that you enjoy, you can add it to your favorites for easy access later. And don't really worry about doing the same thing as someone else when you're doing one of these trends, because it's super common for people to do the trends that are popular at the time because they want to dance, they want to have fun with the sound. And it's all in good fun, I would say. The only thing I would recommend is that if someone is creating content that is not necessarily a blown up trend and you can identify them as the originator of the content, I just recommend that you at them, like, we talked about last week in Instagram. Just put the at symbol and their username to kind of give them credit for, coming up with something fun that you're enjoying. Why not? So here I have an example for you of this Linda and Heather trend, and I apologize, it might be annoying sound, but bear with me here. I'll only show you a couple.
Pink, 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 girls, 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 glitter, 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 swirls, 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 together forever, we're Linda and Heather, best friends. Pink, 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 girls, 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 glitter, 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 swirls, 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 together forever, we're Linda and Heather, best friends. Pink, 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 girls, 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 glitter, 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 swirls, 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 together forever, we're Linda and Heather, best friends. Pink, 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 girls, girls, girls.
I think you all get the idea. So you see, they are doing the same exact dance to the same exact song, but they're all putting their own spin on it. Some of them have, two friends who are dressed super nice. Some of them are wearing matching outfits. Some of them are on the beach. Some of them are just in their room. So, they all put their own kind of unique spin on these trends. And you can, of course, do the same.
Glitter, 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 swirls, swirls.
Now, although TikTok is super entertaining and really fun to use, it can be a huge time suck. And hours can go by without you even realizing it. So to combat this a bit, TikTok will show what they call a digital well-being message after a time of being active on the app. I think it's like if you're on there for 60 minutes straight, perhaps. It may say something like this.
Hold on, you've been scrolling for way too long now. Maybe you should get some food, get some water, and then come back later.
Which is very unobtrusive and, a good reminder. You don't have to stop as a result of these warnings. Like, it doesn't prevent you from just keeping on scrolling. But I try to use them as a good indicator that I should probably start doing something else for a while. I always have something I could be cleaning or a dog who would love to play with me. So I just use it as a little, mental note. Let's go find something else to do for a while a day. The thing is, if you have younger people in your household who are using TikTok, you can restrict their time on the app so that, same thing as parental controls that have been around forever in regards to the internet. You can limit them to 60 minutes a day, and then it will require a password for you to continue to use TikTok. So that is a good thing to take note of. Now, are there any questions before we hop into the first part of our demo? Okay, I see Diane's got a question.
Yeah. Let's see. Arlene has a question. Who is that
Okay.
reacting dark-haired girl who shows up in the pics here and on YouTube on recommendation pics? I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Who is that reacting dark-haired girl? I don't know, Arlene. I'm
Yeah, I don't know
sorry.
either.
Uh, if I'd assume she's just like an internet famous person is my first thought. But if you see her at any point today, make sure to let me know and I might be able to tell you. So we'll table that one for now. Thank you for the question though, Arlene. I'll get back to you.
All right. And then Diane had a question. Are there any filters as to content? I think there was a challenge going on for damaging school property.
You are correct in that, Diane. I did hear about that from some of my colleagues. And there are some filters to content. Let me take a look here. But children are quite inventive and good at getting past these things, I find. If you've ever been to, the public library, we have catalog computers that only go on the catalog, right? Every now and then some kid manages to make the catalog computer just a regular computer, and I'm like, how did you even do this? Like, so kids are smart. That's what I'm gonna say, but let's take a look. Yes, so there is absolutely a way that you can make your young people's TikToks more family friendly. There is in the settings, there is an area called family pairing that kind of allows you to set those limits on watch time and limit content that isn't suitable for your teen. And that trend, I don't know anything specifically about it because of course I'm not on the same TikTok as those kids, right? But yeah, that is where TikTok also gets a little bit suspect because, it's kind of like an inflated internet popularity contest in a way. So you do have to be a little bit careful with that.
Okay. Arlene said the picture of the woman was on some of your recommendation examples on your slides. Maybe
Oh,
to attract your attention. I don't know if you want to go back at this point or maybe at the end.
in the recommendation pick. I will go back. Hold on. Let me just pause the share because I'm curious. Brown-haired girl.
My only thought was Addison Rae from who got the she was recently in a movie on Netflix now because she's a famous TikToker. She's got dark hair, but I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of dark-haired girls in these slides. Well, we will figure it out, Arlene. The reacting dark-haired girl. Okay, I'm gonna think more about that. We'll get into our demo for now. Thank you for your questions, everyone. Alrighty. Cool beans. So something new I'm trying out today is a Bluetooth mouse. So everyone can see a little bit better what I'm actually doing when I'm showing you these apps. So you should see a little square, right, or circle right on this person's forehead. It's a little hard to see at times, but hopefully it's better than nothing, I would hope. So we're starting off on the home page. As soon as you log in, you're going to see something like this. And it is,
I think you might still have your presentation pause, Lydia.
thank you so much, Beth.
No
You're the
problem.
best. Boom, we should be back. I hope.
Yep, you are good to go.
Cool. So when you log into TikTok, you're gonna see something that looks like this.
More, pay less. You called me.
Video will automatically play, and if you don't want it to play, you can just tap in the middle of the screen like so to stop it, and tap again to get it to start again. We're still gonna go over these menu items down at the bottom here. So this is your home page. Going on to the Discover section, here is where you can search for those topics that you are specifically interested in. And you can see here, I for sure am still looking up plant stuff. Didn't get enough before. And going a little bit further down this page is where you can see different things that are trending right now. Trending sounds or trending effects, they're all going to be further down this page. I never really spend too much time here because I find that I come across things I'm interested in enough. Moving on to your inbox. Again, you can look at all the activity, all the interaction that your account is getting, or you can look at it by the specific comments that your account is getting or mentions. Whatever, you are most interested in seeing at that time. And then we have our profile page. We kind of went over all of this on the slide, so it's nothing too new and nothing too different from Instagram. It's mainly going to be the home for all the videos that you post. So let's go back to home and see a little bit about what scrolling looks like. So you literally just scroll to go to a new video. And we can see a couple of things here on this video. We can see, pause him. We can see the username, we can see their caption and the TikToks and the hashtags they use. We can also easily get to their profile by clicking on the profile picture and see what's going on. We can look at what else he's posted if we want to follow them. We can like his post. And we can even see the comments that have been left. And add a comment of our own. If we wanted to follow David, we could just click on this plus sign right under their profile picture. And now we're following them. And if we wanted to unfollow, we'll just click right here and we've just unfollowed. Pretty simple process. So say, for example, instead of liking this video, and you can unlike something just by clicking on the heart again. Say we wanted to not be at all interested in it. So we're going to click the share button, which is right here. And we're not going to send it to our friends, but we could click not interested. I think the not interested button is super cute because instead of the like button, which is a heart, it's a broken heart. And I just think that's very cute. In addition to sharing and saying you're not interested, you can also duet and stitch from here, as I mentioned, as well as add to favorites and report. So if you find something that you think violates TikTok's user agreement for some reason, you can use this button to report it as well. All right. So that is the basics of using TikTok. If there are any more questions while we're in here, we can jump back into the presentation.
I don't see any questions so far.
Wonderful. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna jump back into our presentation here. We are on the wrong page, full disclosure. Hop back to creating TikToks. All right. So this is really a creative endeavor, and you can make it as complicated or as simple as you want to. I, of course, cannot go through all of the different ways you can create all these super awesome, beautiful cinematic TikToks that are out there, but I can get you started and absolutely, show you the general ways you can make a TikTok. So there are a lot of different effects and filters that you can use that are pretty unconventional. I mainly use the green screen one, but there are dozens, maybe even hundreds to choose from. There's not a really great way to search for them. So I do recommend that whenever you find a filter or even a sound you're interested in using, you just add it to your favorites so you have easy access to it. And there are new effects being created all of the time and different ones that are trending. So know that you can have a lot of fun, from putting a full face of makeup on to turning yourself into a unicorn. There are a lot of fun things you can do with the unconventional video effects. And then all in TikTok, you have those traditional video editing effects and filters as well, like traditional beauty filters, which just like smooth out the skin a little bit. And then there are visual filters and transitions for when you're putting together multiple videos, and even things you can do like with time, like going in slow-mo or reverse or things like that. Now, another way to create content is to do duets and stitches, which essentially build off of someone else's video to answer a question, create something unique, or add to the original video. There have been lots of examples of musicians playing a song together by duetting each other's videos. So you eventually end up with like a full band singing and drums and guitar and all that good stuff.
Hey, Lydia, we still see your David post. Are we supposed to be seeing him or your slides?
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I
not
just
my
noticed.
day.
No, you're
Thank
fine.
you so much.
Thanks, Diane, for pinging me.
Ooh, at least you heard me, right?
Absolutely, we heard you. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you an example of Kabi, who mainly stitches videos, which is where the beginning part is another user's content, and then he adds his own ending to a comedic effect.
I might pull a flex.
So that is an example of stitching, and I'm sure we'll come across some duets as well. Another way you can, add to your TikTok is by adding in text. So adding text is useful to provide additional context or a sense of time or space. If you're filming a TikTok throughout the day, maybe you want to say, I'm at work now, I'm at home now, I'm out at the restaurant, so on and so forth. And you can also change the styling of the text so that viewers can read it against the video. So if you're out at night and it's very dark, you might want a white text or black text on a white background so that everyone can read it. And remember, this is like my biggest tip I'll give you guys today, is that the TikTok interface does block out certain areas along the bottom of the screen and along the right side. So try not to put text there. I have a couple examples I can show you of, me putting text where it's almost unreadable. So try and save yourself the strife of making a great TikTok, but it's half unreadable. And captions. So TikTok updated earlier this year to allow for auto captioning, and you can edit them to make sure that they are correct. It's especially nice for story times or educational videos where the words being said are important to understanding the video. There are, of course, hearing impaired people who use TikTok and people who may just prefer captions for long narrations. It only takes a few seconds. So, my opinion, why not just add it to make your video a little bit more accessible? Okay. So before we go into the demo, there are 2 ways that you can make TikToks. You can record directly into TikTok. So do all of your recording, editing, all that stuff right in TikTok, kind of live. And you do have those 15-second, 60-second, or 3-minute maximum recording times. Here you can add the effects that suit you, and a host of other things, like adding sounds, turning your beauty mode on or off, filters, timers, and so on. You can also upload from your device, right? So you can record in your phone or record on a real, camera and upload those images to your cloud, wherever you store your videos and images, and then upload them to TikTok that way. So you aren't limited to just recording in TikTok. If you happen to be out and about and you're taking pictures and you just happen to take a video on your phone that's you think would make a good TikTok, you can definitely upload them from your device. As you're creating TikToks, there are like 3 main screens. There are almost infinite menus that you will see that you can have access to if you want while you're creating TikToks. But these are the 3 ones you're gonna see. Excuse my crazy face in all of these. Yes. So this is that main screen that we saw on the previous slide where you're going to actually press record or upload a video. Once you do that, this is the next screen you'll see. You can add a sound here, you can add effects, stickers, text, or captions before hitting next. And then on this final page, this is where you will add your caption, any hashtags, any tags of people, and you can edit your privacy settings and this interaction level, such as allowing people to comment, allowing people to duet or stitch your TikTok. And then you can even automatically share this to a couple different platforms. Finally, you'll either save it to your drafts, which are just like draft emails, something only you can see until you decide to post it, or you can go ahead and post it. Now we'll head into demonstration unless there are any other questions or comments for me. Hopefully I'll share the right screen this time. Okay. Arlene, I see your question. So Arlene asks, what was that yellow blotch icon on that Hair Guys page, lower right-hand corner? We're gonna talk about that, absolutely. So let's make sure I share the right screen for goodness sake. I think you all should be seeing the correct screen now. Awesome sauce. So this yellow blotch icon is kind of meant to represent a record spinning, right? You see when we play the video, it spins around. So when we click on that, it takes us to the sound he is using in his video. And this is why I say this is a great way to find sounds you like or even effects you like by clicking on them in the video and then just adding them to your favorites. Now that will be really easy for me to find when I create this TikTok I'm about to create with you all. So keeping on scrolling, I'm trying to find one with an
Unsolicited
effect.
advice. When they said what?
When I lift both doors and I hit on the
I have literally been saying. Okay, yeah, so I found my business.
And I'm having difficulty finding one with an effect, and I don't want to give you all scrolly eyes right now, so I won't show you all that. But let's go down to the create new TikTok button, and that's me. Hi. All right, so we are going to look at the effects here.
I like the Halloween one. The autumn
I
one.
can tell. Spooky. There are so many fun effects to try out. They all do a little bit different things. And yeah, they're very fun to play with, even if you're not recording a TikTok. But as you can see here, they're all just icons, and there's no way to search necessarily through these effects unless you know their name. Like this one I'm using right now is called Color Blast, but there's no way to type anywhere in here Color Blast necessarily. That's where the favorites come in hand, because that way you have the one you saw someone else use that you're enjoying using that you can just quickly click on and have access to, like so. This is one I'm going to use for this TikTok. So love it or not. We can add in our sounds at the top here. And we're going to go to favorites. And there's that spinning yellow blob we just added to our favorites, the song. I'm going to click that check mark to add it in. So once we push record, it will automatically add itself and start playing, like so. Didn't actually mean to press record. Okay. And this is just happening because I'm blinking. It changes the effect a little bit. A lot of effects, you know, maybe you raise your hand and they do something, and they're kind of a virtual reality effect, so to speak. So I'm gonna make that a little bit longer so I can kind of show you guys all the other background effects. So let's push record. All right. And once we're all done, we can push this check mark to go to that next screen. Let's add in some of those more traditional effects. So this white bar here shows where you are in the video to where you can add your effects. So let's add our effect, first effect right here. And I'm just going to hold down this flower effect because you see you have to hold down to apply the effect. So I'm going to hold it down and then it creates a purple, that's really flattering. It creates a like color blob where your effect is going to be in your video. There are other effects that have to do more with the face that don't go with the effect I already have on the video. These are the transition effects, which are really good for changes in scene or tempo. So maybe add that one right there. You can split the video, meaning have 4 or 6 of you in a video all of a sudden. And then there is the time where you can do the reverse or the repeat or slow-mo. So let's click save on that. I'm gonna add in some text here. And it's kind of hard to read. So let's go and tap on that and edit it so it's a little bit easier. And try our hardest UI is going to be. All right, we go to the next page and we're going to describe our video. Put in a caption. So and do your hashtags if you want it to be really findable. But of course, hashtags are optional. We all know. And Tech Tuesdays. Okay. And I could also at other people who are in the TikTok with me if I care to. Now, we can change our privacy settings to who can watch this video to everyone, friends, which are followers that you follow back, or only me, making it a private video that no one else can see except me. I'm gonna leave everything how it is, but we can always turn this stuff on or off for more or less interaction. And then we'll go ahead and post that video. And there it is. It's uploaded. We can share to all those platforms. And our video is live, guys, out there in the world. So pretty simple. To do that. Luckily, our text is easily seen for once in my life. I'm going to show you an example of when it wasn't easily seen, just to stick this in your mind so you remember. Kind of hard to read text is almost the worst. My text is kind of cut off by my profile picture. And this was a really big trend that people were doing a few possible. But you can't steal my words. So it kind of takes away from the video being good. Okay, I think that is all I have for you all today. Do you have any other questions or comments?
I don't see any so far. One thing I wanted to mention that I noticed happened to me is I
Mhm.
made a TikTok and I downloaded it because you can download your video to your phone. And I uploaded it to Twitter without linking it. And then Twitter dinged me for a copyright violation. So I had to
Oh,
remove my video because the song copyright. So if you're
yeah,
gonna share, I would recommend linking them using the link and not uploading the whole video.
definitely. The same thing has happened to me. Lots of my old TikToks don't even have sound anymore because of issues with that. So, yes, absolutely. It's better to just let people click the link and go see it on TikTok rather than,
Yep.
giving them the whole video because we don't own the sounds that we're using in these TikToks. That's the fun of TikTok,
Yep.
but also gets you dinged on other platforms.
Good times.
Alrighty. So if there are no other questions, you all will be receiving a link to this recording from me on Thursday. Feel free to email me with any questions you have in the meantime. My email is lcnimke@milwaukee.gov. Always available, well, not always available while the library is open to answer your questions and help you out. Next week, we'll be doing a Tech Tuesdays about digital media literacy, kind of switching gears. I do want to thank you all so much for joining us for Technology Tuesdays and learning about social media with me this month. It's been really fun, and I hope we can continue to do that in some respect in the future. If you are interested in other programming offerings from the Milwaukee Public Library, I'd highly encourage you all to visit mpl.org/calendar to learn about what other cool stuff we're doing. Again, thank you all so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
Bye, everybody.